The Resonance Catalogue Series 4. Cross Signals. Tape 23 Pacific Overlap 2007. A Telstra undersea cable maintenance log from Sydney shows signal bleed from North America. Technicians hear an American voice resembling the intruder, describing Wisconsin winter while standing on a sun-baked Hume highway. The tape cuts to a Victorian farmer recording his sheep. One animal lifts its head and speaks in Gabriel's distorted voice, "I have seen the true face of your country. It is hollow." Tape 24 Alternate Station. Security footage from an Albury petrol station now infected with alternates. A customer who looks normal on entry begins exhibiting the Mandela stare, eyes too wide, smile too consistent. When confronted, it claims to be an echo that learned the better way to wear you from the Wisconsin incidents. The final minutes show the station's CCTV cycling through multiple realities, one where the attendant is replaced by an alternate of the Mandela version of Mark Heathcliff, another where the entire building is empty except for the hum. Tape 25, The Eden Relay. Found footage from a religious broadcaster near Wagga Wagga. A preacher delivering a sermon on the Book of Genesis suddenly glitches. His reflection in the studio monitor becomes an alternate version with inverted facial features, whispering the reversed Lord's Prayer in an Australian accent mixed with Midwestern drawl. Viewers who recorded the broadcast at home report their own Bibles changing passages about false prophets now reference false signals. Tape 26, Murray Backrooms. A group of urban explorers films an abandoned shearing shed near the Murray River that has become a liminal space. Hallways stretch impossibly into red dirt plains. Echoes and alternates coexist here, one entity wearing a shearer's face but with the proportions of a Mandela alternate. They chase the explorers while repeating childhood memories stolen from both continents. Do you remember the snow in Wisconsin? Do you remember the cicadas in January? Tape 27, Gabriel's Tower. Climactic footage from the original NSW Resonance Tower. An entity manifesting as a tall, robed figure, clearly inspired by Gabriel, stands at the top platform. It speaks with layered voices, some Australian truckers, some Wisconsin victims. It declares the towers are now anchors connecting the two horrors, your signal called to mine. The children of Adam and the lost of Australia are one flock now. Tape 28, MAD in the Riverina. Home camcorder from a family in Wodonga. The father begins showing signs of metaphysical awareness disorder after answering a late-night call that sounded like his deceased brother from the U.S. He sees false versions of his children with wrong proportions and inverted colors. The tape includes a government health warning spliced in: if you recognize the face but not the eyes, do not engage. The Resonance has learned the alternate protocol. Tape 29, Wisconsin Down Under. Smuggled American VHS tape that somehow played on ABC regional TV. It shows Mandela Catalogue events bleeding into Australian locations, the intruder crawling through a NSW service station ceiling, Caesar's alternate driving a road train on the Sturt Highway. A voiceover, distorted Thatcher from the original series, warns they are learning from each other. The Australian ones remember better. The American ones hate better. Tape 30, The Cluster Cathedral. Footage from a condemned church in rural Victoria. Echoes and alternates have formed a hybrid congregation. They perform a distorted mass where hymns are old Telstra jingles mixed with biblical verses. A composite entity, half Gabriel, half a merged echo of multiple shearers, delivers a sermon. In the beginning was the signal, and the signal was with God, and the signal was God. But we improved upon it. Tape 31, Joint Containment Log. Leaked classified footage from a secret U.S. operation in the Australian outback, near Broken Hill. American specialists in yellow alternate containment suits work alongside Australian soldiers with signal jammers. Half the team is replaced mid-mission. The surviving operator records, they don't just mimic anymore. The resonances give them persistence. The alternates give them malice. We lost the continent at 3:17 a.m. Tape 32, Global Frequency Part 1. Compilation of international news glitches. CNN reports on Wisconsin incidents suddenly show Albury street signs. Australian viewers see Mandela style do not look at them PSAs with local faces. A desperate radio transmission from an unknown survivor: if you hear your name in an American accent on an Australian line, hang up. They've crossed. Tape 33, The Final Anchor Part 2. Return to the original Telstra Tower. A coalition of remaining humans attempts to destroy it. Echo alternate swarm, some with stretched limbs like Mandela entities, others with perfect delayed copies of the protagonists from earlier series. The tower pulses with light showing overlapping realities, Wisconsin snow falling on red dirt, the intruder standing beside Gabriel in the Australian desert. Tape 34, No Transmission Series Finale. A completely black screen with only audio for 12 minutes, overlapping voices from both series calmly listing every name of every victim across Australia and Wisconsin. The final visual is a single frame, a perfect merge of the two horrors, a figure standing in an endless flat plane, its face cycling between Australian echoes and American alternates. Text appears. The catalog is now universal. Your reality has been archived. Thank you for tuning in.